For many a year, many a player of a platform fighter has played, enjoyed it, and thought, now this is great, but where are the literary greats? Where are the classics, the Brainiac's choice? And, it's been lacking for decades on decades. And finally, a game has come to spit in the face of the imbeciles and dum-dums who only want to play with the shiny new toys and goes back to the past to find the characters who have stood the test of time and are finally getting the chance to stand in the spotlight and beat the out of each other live for your enjoyment. And with me here, we've got the director, creator, man behind the game, Colin, of Quadruple A Games, making Royalty Free For All. What exactly is Royalty Free For all about?
Royalty Free For All is a hand-drawn party brawler starring royalty-free characters. So we've got Lancelot, Sweeney Todd, Mother Goose, all beating each other up in some good old Saturday morning style cartoon fun.
And what exactly was the genesis? Like, what made you think, like, there's something I can do here? There's something missing in the world, a niche that I need to fill. What prompted that?
There were a couple things. One, it just kind of started with a joke where there was a character in about, I think, 2021 was about to enter the public domain, and I just kind of on a whim thought, oh, it would be silly if someone made a public domain themed Smash style crossover game, because we've got the Nickelodeon crossover, the Warner Brothers crossover, the Nintendo crossover. So what is a group of characters that we all have the right to use royalty free? And that started as a joke, and eventually I just kept joking and thinking about it, and wound up with enough good ideas to actually, a couple years down the line, make it happen.
And here it is. So were you into the platform fighter scene? What do you say your main inspirations are behind the mechanics and gameplay for Royalty Free For All?
So Smash Bros. Is my favorite game of all time, like by a mile. And I had this problem a lot where friends of mine will see it on the TV and think, oh, that looks awesome. I love this game. I want to play. And they pick up a controller and say, oh, this is horrible. I can't stand this game, which is not the way it should be.
Right.
So I wanted to make a game that everybody can learn without being a gamer. They see the fun cartoon video effects and the characters like, these Nintendo characters that everybody knows and loves. But when they actually pick up a controller and find that you have 30 plus moves to learn for everybody with 80 characters on the roster, you just have no idea what's going on unless you've grown up with it for 20 years like I have. So I wanted to make something that you can just pick up and play. We've got 6 moves apiece. There's no directionals unless, we squeeze a little bit of variety out of the following limitation, that every character has 6 moves: weak, strong, and special, on the ground, and in midair. So some characters just, you hit the button and it happens. Some characters play around with different charge states, angular momentum, tapping versus holding a button. So we want to make, a deep set of mechanics for people who really want to learn the ins and outs without stripping away the fun platform fighting tech that we know and love. We've got a wave dash button. We've got a short hop button. So we want to make it fun for everybody and not we don't want to alienate the stuff that we already love about this genre.
Right. So for those in the competitive scene, don't worry. You can still wave dash into strong attack with Lancelot. You can still jab, instant kill, all that stuff. You can still torment your younger brother or cousin in these games. So you will still be provided for. Right.
You absolutely get cracked, yeah.
And one last question. Who do you use in Smash Brothers? Who's your sole main that you've always loved and have played as?
Always or now?
Always.
Always.
Has it changed over the years?
Yeah, well, I've been waiting for King K. Rool since Melee. They had those 2 corners in the bottom, and I thought it was Wario and King K. Rool.
I love Wario.
So I was waiting a long time for that one, and now he's my main.
Okay.
Yeah.
Who was it before?
It changed every game because they kept getting cut. It was Pichu, Roy, and Mewtwo in Melee.
Wow.
It was Wolf and Lucas in Brawl. So I've been a little bit cursed.
Constantly tormented. Wow.
Yeah.
A lifetime of torments resulted in a product that will stand the test of time.
Now I can choose who stays.
Exactly. All right, well, thank you so much. And
Thank you.
When is the game going to be coming out? Or right now there's a Kickstarter, correct?
That's right. Right now we're live on Kickstarter. We're trying to hit console ports. We want to add Bigfoot Frankenstein, Dante, and maybe some more. And we expect we'll be out in March 2026 on Steam and probably consoles a little bit down the line. We might be able to squeeze them in by March. Time will tell. Depends how this goes.
Yeah, look forward to it. Tell your local game shop you want to have some locals. You want to beat some people up in the game. You want to do some crazy stuff, get some cool tech off, put it on Twitter, become famous, and have a horrifying crash. You know, you can go through the whole life cycle here in royalty free for all. All right, Colin, thank you so much for
Thank
letting us
you.
play the game. Yeah.